Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So, coming to you today, I'm actually at the junkyard, one of our local junkyards. And believe it or not, this place is where I get majority of the parts for our cars. And I've been getting majority of the parts for our cars from the junkyard for quite some time now, a long time. I'll probably say about 20 years now, man. I've been getting parts from the junkyard for our Escorts, the cars in our fleet and stuff like that. I didn't have all these cars 20 years ago, but this is where I've been getting parts for a series of Escorts that I have owned over the years. And, this was the place to come get them because, they were still selling parts for them back then. But if you can come here to the junkyard, catch one, I mean, you pay like a quarter of the cost, you know what I mean? But that was back then. Now times have changed. But just want to jump on real quick. And I found this, what year is this car? I want to say it's like either 89 or 90. Yeah, this is an 89 Escort LX here in the junkyard. And I came here today to grab the valve cover off of it because I need the valve cover to add it to the valve cover collection I have. I made a previous video about the engines that come in the Escorts, and then I had a whole entire table with all the valve covers that went to every single engine that came in the Escorts from the 80s all the way to the 2000s. So this is the last valve cover that I needed to add to the collection. So I'm gonna flip my phone around. I don't have my camera. I left it in the van, so I'm using my phone to do this. So I'm gonna flip the phone real quick so you guys can see. So this is the 89 Escort LX that's here in our local junkyard. I stumbled across this car. Actually, I stumbled across this car a few weeks ago. Kind of rough on the inside there. But like I was saying, I stumbled across this car a few weeks ago and noticed that it had the valve cover that I needed. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna catch a day and come out here and grab it so I can add it to the wall collection of Escort valve covers. I was actually able to get off early today. Only had 2 service calls, so I was like, well, I can slide by the yard real quick before they close and grab this valve cover. So if you notice, this valve cover is not much to it, but this is the last valve cover I needed to add to the collection as far as the CVH, BP, the what else was it? CVH, yeah, CVH family, you have the BP family, you have the Z-Tech family. So this valve cover is like one of 3 1.9 CVH engine families. So actually no, it's one of 4. It's one of 4. So you got this one here. This is a 1.9, and then you have the 1.9 you have the 1.9 EFI, which is a HO, and then which is high output, and then you have the 1.9 SCFI 1.9, and then you have the 2.0 SPI, which is also a CVH. So it was like 3 different versions of the 1.9, and then of course excuse me, and then of course there was the 2.0 SPI that was like the upgraded version of the whole entire CVH family. It had bigger valves, bigger ports, stuff like that. It had like 2 ports per cylinder, stuff like that. Yeah, like on the intake side, it was 2 ports per cylinder. So that was the best fluid head they had. It had the biggest valves and all that stuff. So I still would like to do a comparison though between the 1.9 HO cylinder head and the 2.0 SPI cylinder head in stock form, just to see which one actually flows the best. I mean, I did tons of research on both heads years ago, and of course, it says that the 2.0 SPI head would flow better, but yeah, I'd like to get it actually on paper and get some proof. You know how I am. I like to prove stuff. So yeah, this is just a just a basic 89 Escort 1.9 liter out here in one of our local junkyards, and I just came down here basically to grab the valve cover out of it. This car is an automatic, I believe. Oh, that door's locked. Let's go to this side. Oh, there we go. Yep, so this car is an auto. I like to, and there's another thing, I would also like to mess with one of these transmissions too, to see if I can get it. Sorry, I'm sorry about the congestion, y'all. Just coming over a nasty little cold I had over the holidays. But I'd like to get a hold of one of these transmissions just to see how I can make it hold up, just like I did with the 40AT-F. As a lot of you know, my wife, she's the one that races Slushbox, but that has a 40AT transmission in it. And it makes about 230 wheel horsepower, and the car has been like a 1280. So right now we got the fastest Escort GT automatic with the 40AT-F in it. So, but yeah, this is basically like the inside of this Escort GT. Oh, I'm sorry, Escort LX here. So, you know, just not too much. Dash just kind of broke up, but they actually make cool because they actually make dash caps for these, which is nice. I'm sure I've mentioned that in another video that I have put out. But yeah, you know, back seat's a little rough. Yeah, man, this car has been through hell. And then somebody just let it sit. But this car actually had the plastic bumpers on it. It didn't have the urethane like 86 through 88 did. I'm kind of saddened that they went to the plastic bumpers on these cars because they don't last. I mean, they don't last at all. And like same with the second gen, if you got a second gen Escort GT or LX, that's got plastic bumpers on it too, and it just don't last long. They get dried out, they start to crack, break, and get brittle, stuff like that. So I wish they'd have done better with that. They should have kept urethane all the way through the years. That would have been, I feel like that would have been a whole lot better to do, but you know, they felt like what they were doing was the best, so they did it. But I will say, man, I've heard a lot of people say that a Ford Escort was like the best and the most common car back in the day as far as fuel economy and stuff like that. Like everybody that I know has owned one. So but yeah, man, I just wanted to share this video with y'all real quick, man, and let y'all see what I had going on today out here in the junkyard, man. And we'll grab this valve cover off this car. And yeah, I'm a big fan of CVH, man. Big fan of CVH. You see it right there. Reading in week, baby. Big 1.9. So but yeah, man, this is I've been a real big fan of CVH stuff for a long time. And I tell you what really pushed me with the CVH engine, and I still love it to death, and I still am going to continue to build them, is because people will always be like, oh, that engine don't make no power, it'll never perform, it'll never do this, it'll never do that. Well, I proved a lot of people wrong over the years, so I'm gonna continue to do it. So you know, not to be tooting my own horn, man, but I've had a lot of fun with 1.9s and stuff like that, doing stuff, changing stuff around and all that stuff. So kind of excited to see what my SCFI CVH is going to do this year after I go back through the engine and build it and stuff. I feel like it's going to be really, really fun. So another cool thing I've always liked about the first gens Escort is the hood grills. That really makes it look old school. That really makes it look old school with the hood grills. There. Hood grills, hood vents, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, man, so this is basically a first gen Escort that's in the junkyard. Somebody's neglected and just let it go. Sad to see it here, but I definitely need the valve cover off of it, so I'm gonna snag that real quick. But just wanted to show you guys, you know, what we had going on here, what I was up to. And I was grabbing this valve cover, and then I'll be headed out. So thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. Please like and subscribe. If there's any videos you'd like me to put out there, any particular videos, let me know, and I will be glad to do my best to do so. And I'll be glad to help anybody the best way I can. If you have any questions, please contact me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to help anybody that I can help. And give all the advice I can give. If there's something in this video that you have questions about, feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind talking to anybody. Just inbox me on any one of those platforms or leave some comments below this video, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to anybody that I need to and talk to you about it, whatever you have a question about. All right, guys. Well, I don't have much time left here, so I'm going to jump on getting this valve cover off real quick so I can get up out of here and hit the gym. Gotta stay strong. I gotta be able to bang them gears, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.